Good morning, Will. It's Ivan Amara coming at noon. It's 11:12. Hope you guys enjoyed my show I made yesterday. I made 2 videos yesterday. My night one was more interesting than my morning one, but hope you guys enjoyed it. Still have 3 beers left from yesterday, so I'm gonna what? I might drink 1 beer during this video. Yeah, today I'm gonna start going on the treadmill. I'm gonna be serious. Go 5 days a week like I did 10 years ago when I was 22. Yeah, well, it's pretty much 11 years, but it's early 2025, so it's pretty much still 10 years, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this guy's from here will be top notch. Better than Hollywood. Yeah. But the good thing about Sky's Entertainment being behind the scenes is that the Hollywood actors don't have to worry about the online hate they're going to receive for playing the role, and I don't have to worry about online hate when I do Zane's because I didn't sell to the gates. No news outlets are going to be covering my company. No movie critics are going to be covering my company or my movie. The only online hate you have to worry about is people on the streets. Some people on the streets might tell the actors, I didn't like your movie and that kind of stuff. They might interview them about that, but it's not as bad as like Hollywood, where it's in the public eye fame. And you deal with crazy fans who didn't like your movie, who didn't like this actor, and all that stuff, right? I don't have to worry about any of that. I don't have to worry about the book critics for my book, Zanus. Because some critics might say, yeah, Zanus is overrated. It was a good story, but I didn't really like it that much. It was a bit raw, and I like Lord of the Rings better. Some critics might say that, right, about my book. I don't have to worry about that because I didn't sell to the gates. So I don't have to worry about the online hate on Instagram or Twitter or X, Facebook, YouTube comments, all that stuff. I didn't sell to the gates. So I don't have to worry about that. The only thing I have to worry about is the fans on the streets. Some fans on the streets might come on to me, Ivan, I didn't like your book. I didn't like your book, Ivan. Some fans, but I highly doubt those things is a masterpiece. But there are some fans out there who might not like my book, obviously. As every great book is not for everyone, right? Even though the majority of fans love Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, some fans don't like Lord of the Rings. Some readers don't like Game of Thrones. That's just a part of life, Sincera. But I don't have to worry about any of that. Because I didn't sell to the gates. My glory and fame is all behind the scenes. And I'm very weak-minded. So if people were hating on my book and my movie hardcore online, it could get to me psychologically and all that stuff. Yeah. Because I have psychosis, schizophrenia. I have a mental illness. So if a lot of fans were hating on my book, on my movie, it would get to me psychologically. And I would feel like coming out and that kind of stuff because I'm fucked up in the head. Yeah, man. My favorite artist blues probably is a cure to my mind, obviously, my mental illness. Yeah. She sees I have anxiety, I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? She said, Ivan, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? She calms me down. Holy shit, she actually cures me. She helps me calm down. Yeah, she helps me calm down. Yeah, Ivan, they cure my mind too. Just relax. And then I feel much better, yeah. Alright, are you there in the head? Yeah, I'm there in the head, but I'm a bit fucked up in the head. I'm not 100% there in the head. I'm a bit fucked up in the head. Because I have a mental illness. I have psychosis, schizophrenia. And the keys makes everything worse. So, and I'm a very simple-minded person, right? I'm a very simple-minded person. So imagine me being a very simple-minded person, and I know the whole world's reading my mind 24/7. that gets to me psychologically, and I can get depressed about it, and I have anxiety, and I trip in public. Yeah, but I told you, my father gave me the keys because the gates locked all doors, my man. I'm sorry, I had no choice to give you the keys. If you want to make your brains and live that amazing life with your significant other and have your freedom and have refresh, you need to open your own door and not sell the gates. And yeah, that's why God gave me the keys to the kingdom. So I'm saying, well, I'm there in the head, but I'm not 100% there. But I'm not like third stage schizophrenia psychosis where those guys are like completely out of it. No, I'm there in the head, but a little bit of my mind is fucked up, obviously. So I'm saying, yeah, yeah, jeez, yeah. That's the good thing about Sky's Entertainment being behind the scenes. It's not in the public eye. I don't have to worry about the news outlets covering my company, bashing my movie, bashing my book, bashing my game. I don't have to worry about any of that. I don't have to worry about the YouTubers bashing my book, bashing my game, bashing my movie. I didn't sell. They're not going to talk about my company. The only people who can bash my stuff are the people on the streets. They could perhaps bash it if they didn't like it, but that's not as bad as like seeing like thousands of comments on YouTube, on the news outlets covering my company. They're bashing my movie, bashing my book, bashing my game. Yeah. Because there will be some fans out there who are going to be haters. Yeah, Ivan's book is overrated. It's not the best fantasy novel ever written. Some of them might say that, obviously. Ivan's been cocky saying his book is the best fantasy novel written. I don't think it's the best fantasy novel ever written. I caught this plot hole here, this plot hole there, and they're bashing my book, man. I don't have to worry about that. I didn't sell to the gates. Whereas if I sell out, then I have to worry about the online hate. People will be bashing, critics will be bashing my book. Yeah, I don't have to worry about any of that. I didn't sell to the gates. My fame is behind the scenes. It's not in the public eye. I'm sorry. I didn't sell to the gates. Yeah. Yeah, like Star Wars fans are crazy. Like if they don't like a Star Wars movie, they bash. I remember The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi when it came out, man, a lot of fans. It split the fan base. Half the fans liked it, the other fans hated it. And the backlash and the online hate was crazy, man, for The Last Jedi. And some of the actors, like Kelly Marie, whatever her name is, the Asian chick, and she had to quit social media because the online hate was so bad. John Mayer received online hate too. It was pretty bad. Ryan Johnson got the hate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was pretty bad, man. I don't have to worry about any of that. Because my company is behind the scenes. And the Star Wars fans are crazy. Or by some fans were even giving Kelly Marie and all that stuff death threats and all that stuff. Some of the fans online, right? Yeah, well, for Zayn, you're looking at even crazier fans than Star Wars fans. Hence why I'm so happy my fame is behind the scenes. I don't have to worry about that online hate, man. Which can get to you, man. Online bullying and online hate can get to you, psychologically speaking. I have schizophrenia and I'm weak-minded. So it can get to me. That's why I don't have to worry about any of that. I was like, yeah, you don't have to worry about the critics bashing your books, your movie, and your game. Yeah, I know. You don't have to worry about any of that. We insulted the gates. I insulted the gates. I got you at Hollywood. I insulted the gates. We don't have to worry about any of that. The Hollywood actors don't have to worry about any of that. Fans will not be bashing them on their social media. No, because Skiv SOURCE is behind the scenes. It's not, oh my god, I insulted the gates. Yeah. So I'm saying the only hate they can worry about is the people on the streets. Some fans might go up to them, yeah, I didn't like you in the role. They might get a bit of that, but it's not as bad as when you're in Hollywood, you get the public eye fame and they're bashing you on your Instagram, on your Facebook, on your YouTube, The news outlets are bashing you, the critics are bashing you. You know what I'm saying? It's not as bad. The YouTube pundits, movie pundits are bashing you. You don't have to worry about any of that. I don't have to worry about any of that. I insulted the gates. So let's say if John Cameron doesn't like my Zane's movie, I don't have to worry about him bashing my Zane's movie. Oh my god, that movie was terrible. I don't have to worry about that. I insulted the gates. I don't have to worry about Ron Burnett bashing my movie. Critical Drinker, Nerdrotic, Yellow Flash, Star Wars Theory, Neo Tunes. I don't have to worry about any of those guys bashing my book, my movie, or my game. I did not sell to the gates. See what I'm saying? Hence why the behind the scene fame is kind of better than the public eye fame, if you think about it, right? No, the public eye fame is obviously better, but behind the scene fame is still sick. You get more privacy, which is nice. But me and my sister still have to deal with the fans, man. The fans on the streets. It's crazy. A lot of fans have phones and they're taking yeah. I won't be like when you're king with the fame with the fans. I'll show you the Superman 30-second trailer, and you see everyone taking out their phones. That's what it's like for me and my sister when we're king and queen. Wherever we go, people take out phones and they take videos and pictures of us wherever we go. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, you see this? Amazing trailer, by the way. See people taking out phones? Yeah. That's what it's like when you're king and queen. Yeah. Amazing Superman trailer, by the way. You see all the people taking out their phones? Yeah, that's what it's like when me and my son are king and queen. Yeah. Some sound? I work tomorrow, Tuesday at Tinty's. And Wednesday too, when I get Thursday off. I work Friday, hopefully. Yeah. So the book critics, movie critics are really gonna judge your movie and your game. The game critics too, yeah. The game critics are gonna judge my game. The book critics are gonna judge my book, and the movie critics, especially the movie critics, they're gonna be judging my movie, and all of the movie pundits are gonna be judging my movie too. I don't have to worry about the online hate and the news outlets talking crap about my movie and all that stuff. They're not gonna do that because I'm not selling the gates, so I don't have to worry about any of that. Obviously, they will obviously have their talk about my movie behind the scenes. Obviously, when I don't know what they're saying, but I don't have to worry about the online hate, man. Because I didn't sell to the gates. My fame is behind the scenes. It's not in the public eye. I did not sell to the gates. Some Sarah. And John Campia is very critical of movies. Ron Burnet's very critical of movies too. Critical Drinker is very critical of movies. Star Wars Theory Neotus is very critical of Star Wars. And you know how they bash television shows and movies? Yeah, I don't have to worry about any of that, man. Yeah, so if they don't like my Zane's movie, even if they don't like it, I don't have to worry about them bashing my movie. So I didn't sell to the gates. Whereas if I sell out, they'd be talking about me and everything. Yeah. 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 Some sound? I told you, if you follow the story of Zayden, you'll get an amazing movie. You'll get a masterpiece. If you follow the book, you'll get a masterpiece. And you have to pour a lot of money towards your movie. $1.8 billion, that way you get an amazing movie, obviously. For Zanus. Some saying? You have to do that. Yeah. 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 Some saying? And that's why Peter Jackson will really work hard on Mel Gibson in my movie, because Peter Jackson has a lot of pressure on his hands, man. I have a lot of pressure on my hands too. I've been bragging for years saying I have a lot of pressure with my book. I wrote my book and I told you guys my book is a masterpiece. But I still have that pressure. Oh my God, what if people don't like my book? I don't know. Sometimes you have that thought cross your mind. What if people don't like my book? But I read my book. My book is very interesting. I'm hooked when I read. I laugh at a lot of scenes. There's no way the world won't like my book. They're going to love my book. My book is a masterpiece. Yeah. Some scenes in the book they won't like, obviously. Not every book is perfect. But they're going to... Yeah, Ivan's book, Ivan gets a pass, man. That was an amazing book, man. A 9 out of 10 book. Yeah, 8 out of 10, 8.5, 9 out of 10 book. That was a fucking amazing book. That was the best fantasy novel I've read in my life. One of the best fantasy novels I've ever read in my life. Yeah. Obviously. So when I hang out with my wife and all stuff downtown Vancouver, and a lot of fans come up to me, "Hey, Ivan, I read your book, man. I loved your book." That's gonna make me feel really good. Whereas if someone says they don't like my book, that'll obviously make me feel like shit. Obviously, some readers will not like my book. Obviously, even the good books have negative reviews, right? Not everyone likes all the books, man. That's how it works. Yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. Do you feel more pressure for your book or for your movie? The movie. It's the movie you're bringing the world to life. Obviously, but I also feel pressure for my book a little bit too because the movie is based off the book that I wrote. So if people don't like the book, then it's more pressure for me to make a good movie. But if people love the book, then it's not as much pressure for me when I make the movie because all I gotta do is just follow the story of the book. I'll be adding scenes and changing some scenes, omitting some scenes to make the story better for the adaptation, obviously. I'll be following the DNA of the story. That way we tell an amazing story. And that's why Peter Jackson will have a lot of pressure on him. He'll be stressed out and he'll have a lot of pressure. Yeah, I don't want to fuck up Ivan's movie because he's directing the movie. Mel Gibson doesn't want to fuck up my movie either. Because I paid Peter his $1.1 billion deal, he's going to work his ass off for me. He's going to make an amazing movie. Mel Gibson signed his $400 million deal, whatever it is. He's going to work hard for me. Mel Gibson, I'm sorry. He'll work hard for me, Mel Gibson. Yeah. Because if the Zane's movie is bad, I will be so depressed and crushed if the movie ends up being bad, man. Yeah. I'd be heartbroken, man. I'd be depressed. I'd be very, very pissed off. You know, Ivan's book was good, but his movie adaptation wasn't that good. And I watched the movie, I don't like it. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so pissed off. Yeah, I'll be crushed, man. Emotionally and psychologically, yeah. And I'll feel like coming out and all that stuff. My movie's terrible. Because I'm fucked up in the head, man. Yeah. But Zane's will not be bad. I promise you guys, Zane's will be a masterpiece. I'm going to work my ass off on that script, man, with Peter or Mel. I'm going to make sure I write an amazing script with Peter or Mel. And I'm paying him a lot of money that way they work hard for me. Peter will work harder for me than he even did for Lord of the Rings. Because I paid him way more money than what he's making for Lord of the Rings. He only made $250 million for Lord of the Rings. I'm paying him his $1.1 billion deal in New Zealand money. Peter's going to work his ass off for me. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm going to pull Peter in the when you read the book. When you read this book here, anything you can imagine, the makings of Middle Earth, with Peter Jackson. In the book, Peter had a party at, I think, Michael Lynn's mansion, his $11 million mansion. And Michael Lynn was crying, and he pulled Peter over aside in the party when you read the book. And he tells Peter, I need his movie to be successful. Because New Line took a gamble on Lord of the Rings, right? Peter's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This movie will be successful. And Peter pulled it off. Lord of the Rings ended up being a hit. It was successful. I'm going to pull Peter over aside. I'm not going to cry, but I'm going to pull Peter over aside in the party. I'm like, Peter, please. He's like, well, Ivan, Peter, please, I need his movie to be good, man. Like, I wrote an amazing book. I don't want the movie to be terrible. I need his movie to be good. We got to make a good movie together. I need you to work really hard for me, Peter. Ivan, don't worry about it. We're going to make an amazing movie together. You know what I'm saying? And Peter ends up pulling it off. And Zane ends up being even better in Lord of the Rings. He works hard for me. Because I paid him his $1.1 billion deal. And use his own money. He was going to work his ass off for me, Peter. He's getting paid, and I'm giving him nice perks. I gave him an unlimited budget, and the movie ends up being a masterpiece. Peter, I can't have you wing it, man. You gotta take your notes. You gotta be prepped, man. If you wing for my movie might not be that good. It might be okay, but it might not be that good. There's a reason why your Hobbit trilogy was not that good. Because you weren't prepped and you winged it. Sometimes. But that's how you know Peter's a talented director. Even when he winged it on The Hobbit, the first two Hobbit movies are pretty good movies. And Peter winged it, whereas his winging it caught up to him in the third movie. The third movie was not that good. It's the worst of the three movies of Battle of the Armies. The movie, it's not terrible. It's not a terrible movie. It's not bad. It's not great. Whereas the first two movies are pretty good. Unexpected Journey and Desolation of Smog were pretty good movies. Whereas the third movie was not bad. It was not that good. It was the worst of the three movies. Peter's winging it caught up to him for the third movie. He still did a good job for someone who winged it, right? For his Hobbit trilogy. But The Hobbit is known as not being as good as Lord of the Rings. The Hobbit is not as good as Lord of the Rings. Better technology, more beautiful world, but Lord of the Rings is the better movie. Better trilogy than The Hobbit. I'm sorry. Yeah. And that's why I will pull Peter aside in the party. Which party, Ivan? When I sign Peter Jackson, and we do the party with the 17, that's when I'm going to pull him over aside. Or Mel Gibson. I'm like, Peter, I need this, man. I need you to work hard. I don't want you winging it. You got to take your notes. I want this movie to be better than my book. I have no word about it, you know what I'm saying? And it ends up being an amazing movie. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have to worry about the money side of things. I know my movie will make money, but the art is what you have to worry about, right? You gotta tell a good story. Entertain the fans, that's a part of it. And tell an amazing story. That's why I'm putting $1.8 billion the way I tell an amazing story, and you have the spectacle too. Amazing action sequences, the unheard of horror, unheard of rolling, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some sound? Yeah. The good thing for my movies, I don't have to worry about the money. I know I'm gonna have money back because people will see it in anything Ivan movie, obviously. The pressure for me is the art. That I tell a good story. That's the pressure for me. It's all about the art. The money, there's no pressure there because I have the keys to the kingdom. I'm special. I know the whole world by a movie. So I'm saying, the real pressure is the art. That's the real pressure. Because I have to worry about your movie will make money on my peers. It's not about the money. It's about the art. Even though I know the world by a movie, I don't want people paying a lot of money for a movie and it's a shitty movie. I want to tell a good story. The art's very important to me. So I'm saying, it's very important to me. Yeah. Yeah. That's why it's pressure, man. A lot of pressure, yeah. Yeah, let's see how good of a screenwriter Ivan is. You know, Ivan will write a good script for Zanes because his book Zanes was a masterpiece. It was an amazingly written story. Yeah. Hence why I'll have pressure for the book too. Man, I hope the world likes my book, man. You know, I released it on Lulu. Oh, okay, the time has come. The world is all lined up with their credit cards and debit cards to buy my ebook and my print. I'm like, fuck, man. I hope the world likes my book. I'm a bit nervous, yeah. I know I'll make my billions of this, but I hope the world likes it, man. There's nothing worse than me making my billions off my book, and a lot of fans hate my book. Yeah, I didn't like your book, man. No, I'll be very heartbroken, man. Yeah. Even if I made money, I'll still be heartbroken. Because I did not please the fans. I didn't do my job as an author. I did not entertain the fans when they read my books, and Sarah. Yeah. And it's like Peter has a lot of pressure on him. Because he knows, yeah, man, if I fuck up Ivan's movie, man, the fans are really going to hate me. Yeah, Peter's going to receive a lot of hate if my movie's terrible, man. He's directing my movie. Or Mel Gibson, right? They're the writers and directors of my movie. The movie's bad, they always blame the director. That's how it works. And the producer. People will blame me, too, if the movie's bad. Ivan, why the fuck did you choose Peter to direct the movie? He did a terrible job, right? If the movie's terrible? Yeah. I'll take part of the blame, too, obviously. Because I decided to choose Peter to direct Zanus. Or Mel Gibson, Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. How much money did you make off your book, by the way? You know, this girl's fucking evil. I made like $14.5 million, sweetie. You made $14.5 million? Yeah, I made $14.5 million, sweetie. She's like, holy shit, Ivan, that's a lot of money, Ivan. I'm like, yeah, I know. You're happy now? Yeah, I'm happy. You saved me, I see the light. And you made the plans for me. I'm like, yeah, you're welcome. Are you going to share my movie too? Yeah, I'll share my movie too. Yeah, you have to share my movie too. That's how it works. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, sweet, did you like my book? Yeah, I loved your book, Ivan. No, seriously, be honest. Did you like it? Or are you just saying this to make me happy, or did you really like my book? No, Ivan, seriously, I loved your book, man. That was an amazing story. Some of your book was raw, obviously, in some sections. I didn't like some scenes, obviously, but most of your book was top-notch, Ivan. I'm like, thank you. It means a lot coming from you, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Ivan, don't worry about it, man. The fans are going to love your book, man. You wrote a masterpiece, man. You know what I'm saying? And I walk downtown Vancouver, around the world, when I travel around the world, myself and another, and fans are coming up to me, yeah, Ivan, I loved your book. Your book was so good. This is the best fans novel I ever read in my life. I'm like, holy shit, and it makes me happy. It makes me feel good, man. I'm like, thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Seriously, I really appreciate it when you say that. I pour my blood, sweat, and tears into this. I didn't want to write just a crappy book just to make money. No, I wanted to entertain you guys and tell a good story. Because the art's very dear to my heart. It's very important to me. So, Sarah? Yeah. Because there's nothing worse than making a lot of your billions and the world hated your book. Your book is trash. It's terrible. I'd be heartbroken if the world did not like my books. So, Sarah? There's some scenes in the book they won't like, obviously. But the majority of it, it was good enough for them to be entertained. They liked it. But some sections of the book they might not like, obviously. No book is perfect. Every book has its flaws. Even my book has flaws. Sarah. Yeah. Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm starting to picture the story in my mind. There's no way, Zane, if you follow the book, man, and you put all the money towards the movie, and you write a good script with Peter and Mel, and you have that huge excess of Saphius, you have Eratet's army marching, they're all demons and devils. There's no way the movie will not be a masterpiece. The movie will be a masterpiece, guaranteed. Guaranteed it'll be a masterpiece, saying this. If you follow the book, how's I'm going to tell Peter, do not stray away from the story like you did for Lord of the Rings. You change a lot of things in the movie for Lord of the Rings. I don't want you doing like a 180 change in the story, whereby you change a bunch of things in the story. Don't do that. Follow the story where we can change a few things, add stuff to make it more interesting, and omit some scenes, but we have to follow the book. That way we tell a good story. That's why I want to co-write it with Peter. That way I make sure Peter doesn't change a bunch of things. Because I'm scared Fran and Peter might change a bunch of stuff in my book. And the world's like, what the fuck? This is so different from the book. Yeah, like the Lord of the Rings movies are different from the book, man. Peter Jackson only followed like 20% of the book. And everything else he changed, yeah. A lot of changes in the book. With Faramir, with Frodo Sam, with Aragorn, with Sauron, with the Ring, the Eye of Sauron. Like, you know how in the movie, the Eye of Sauron, it shows the Eye of Sauron. In the book, they don't it doesn't show the Eye of Sauron. Peter added that to the movie, I believe, right? When you read the book. And he cut out a lot of scenes in the book, man, Peter. That's why when I read the book, I'm like, holy shit, this is so different from the movie. Yeah, it's different. Yeah. I'll probably make a good 30% changes to the story for the movie. For Xanis. From the book. Samsara. Yeah. Yeah, so Peter Jackson now signed to his $85 million deal for his base. That's $104 million in New Zealand money. So Peter signed a $104 million deal for the 4 years of Xanis. That's a good deal for Peter Jackson for his base. He gets a $10 million signing bonus. He gets $65 million for 10, 11 months of shooting. And he gets another $10 million post-filming bonus. That's for post-production. And he gets $160 million of the merchandise royalties. And he gets $650 million of the box office royalties. I might give him maybe $150 million for the game. That way he signs his $3 billion for deal. But $1.1 billion deal is already good enough for Peter. But if he's greedy, I can give him $150 million for the game. That way he signs like a $1.3 billion deal in his own money for Peter. That's like $700 million in his bank after taxes. $750 million in his bank after taxes for Peter around there. He's making $700 million after taxes around there, Peter. Depending on if I give him money for the game or not. I most likely won't, because what I'm paying him is enough, Peter. It's a deal, Ivan, yeah. His agent, Ivan, that's a very good deal for Peter Ivan. A $1+ billion deal, holy shit, that's a good deal for Peter Ivan. He doesn't make this in Hollywood. Peter Ivan signed me up, that's just a good deal for me. You know what I'm saying? Peter signs that contract. And Mel Gibson, I'll pay him $56 million for the movie, his base. $10 million bonus, $46 million salary for production. Sorry, $40 million salary for production, and he gets a $6 million post-production bonus for post-production. The Mel, I can give him $55 million of the merchandise. I can give him $340 million, $350 million of the box office royalties. Mel Gibson, that's a good deal for him. He signed his $400 million Canadian deal, which is like a $320 million American deal. Mel Gibson signed his $300 million deal. The master contract for Mel Gibson. Yeah, he's walking away with, $150 million back after taxes or something like that. Mel Gibson. A lot of money for him. He's making less than Peter because he's not as big as Peter. Peter is way bigger than Mel. Mel Gibson's net worth is a quarter of Peter's net worth. Peter's worth like 1.6 billion. Mel's only worth $400 million, and so I'm paying Peter way more money than Mel Gibson. I'm sorry. Mel Gibson still signed a massive contract. The question is, which director is best in the movie? I don't know. You have to test their creativity for the movie. Some Sarah. I can't wait to play Olivia Ivan. I was all excited. Yeah, Ivan, I can't wait to play Olivia Ivan. Oh yeah, you're happy you finally get to be in a big budget movie like Lord of the Rings. No more shitty independent movies in Hollywood. Yeah, Ivan, I'm fucking happy. Yeah, we signed that massive 80-20 deal with Amazon. Yeah. We control the money for the movie and the merch. All those billions goes to us. The gates don't touch our money. We didn't sell to the gates. I didn't sell to the gates. That's why my son will appreciate me so much, man. What I did for him, man. Because of me, you're living this amazing life, and you're cool with me, and you're trying with me, living on top of the world. You're living this amazing life, and you now control the money with me. So now when my significant other wants to do singles with me, all that money goes to us. The gates don't dupe her and take all her money and give her peanuts. Some Sarah? Because I got her out of Hollywood. That's why she cries, man, because she's crazy. I'm sorry, I don't want to miss out on this. Are you fucking crazy? Yeah, that's why I cried, Ivan. I wanted to be with you. I want your billions. I want to see light, and I don't want to miss out on this, Ivan. Well, yeah, you're fucking evil, man. Now that I saved you and you see light, now you stop crying. Because you're fucking evil, man. She's fucking evil, my significant other. Yeah, man, she's a crazy woman. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, the online hate, if you sold out and people hate on your book, it will get to, yeah, it would, man. It will get to me so much, I'd be depressed and everything. If a lot of fans said, I hate your book was terrible, and I'd be like, holy shit, man. And online hate is not fun, man. It's not fun at all. That's why I don't have to worry about any of that. Me and my another and all the Hollywood actors don't have to worry about the online hate. Because my company is behind the scenes, it's not a public eye. Some Sarah? Yeah. The only hate you have to worry about is the people on the streets with a phone. Some people might hate a little bit, but it's not as bad as like if when you're in the public eye and people are bashing you on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, YouTube comments. That stuff is toxic, man. Very toxic online. My insult to the gays has my fame is all behind the scenes. It's not in the public eye. So Sarah. Yes, I'm going to have a 7-team. Me and my wife are going to have a 7-team for our company. 2 secretaries, a lawyer, accountant, and a head of production, and 2 presidents of my company. The secretaries, I'll pay them a $4 million bonus for Zanis. That's a good bonus for them. That way they can buy their house right away, put a down payment on the house, buy all the nice cars, everything. They get their $1 million yearly salary. For 4 years of work, that's $4 million. And they get $6 million of the box office royalties and a $150K post-win bonus. That's a good deal for the secretaries. Obviously. I'm gonna put out the ad for the team. You have to work for the big 5 companies in Hollywood. Not television companies, no, only the big 5. That way me and my wife don't have to look at as much resumes. And the lawyer, head of production accountant, I'll pay them a $6 million bonus. and they get a $2 million yearly salary for 4 years of work. That's $8 million, a lot of money in the bank. And they get a rich $12 million of the box office royalties. That's a good deal for the three. They got a $250K post-win bonus, and they also get the perks. And the secondaries get the perks too of my company. And the presidents and versions who I hire, Jon Favreau, James Gunn, Peter Safran, the Russo brothers, Dave Filoni. Yeah. What about Kevin Feige? Kevin Feige's good for the president of my company. The problem with him, he's too expensive. He's going to demand, yeah, I built the Marvel franchise. I want to get paid, man. He's going to demand something crazy like $200 million in royalties, Kevin Feige. He's greedy. He's a greedy pig, Kevin Feige, yeah. And he's big. He's the man responsible for building that successful Marvel cinematic universe, man. Even though Marvel's in decline now, the majority of it was good, right? The majority of it was good for like 15 years. Yeah. $14, 15 years. The first 3 phases of Marvel was its prime days, and phase 4 kind of fell off the map a little bit. But now I think Marvel's getting back on its feet with Doomsday and Brave New Worlds. I think it's getting back on its feet now. So I'm sorry. What about Bob Iger and David Zaslav? They're good too, but they're too old, man. Bob Iger's 73 now. By the time I start to guy's name, he's in his 80s. By the time he's too old, he's in his retirement stage. But he would be good for my company because he ran the big studio Disney. But he's old. And that's why he wishes he was younger. Yeah, I wish I was fucking younger so I could be the president of Ivan's company. But Bob Iger is also greedy too. Bob Iger would demand, like $250 million in royalties. He's a greedy pig, which I can easily afford. But he's too old. And David Zaslav was 64. By the time I start Sky Entertainment, he'll be like in his 70s. He's too old. Don't hire old people. Hire people who are younger. 40s, 50s, 60s, mid-60s, early 60s. Peter Rice, I think I'm going to choose him as one of my presidents. I might have maybe Jon Favreau with him. Or we can have James Gunn, Peter Safran. James Gunn and Peter Safran are signed on with DC. And if the DC universe is successful, David Zaslav will be extending James Gunn, man. I told you, I can easily pay James Gunn and Peter Safran more money than what Warner Bros. Never paid them. I'm the bank. I have so much money in my bank, I can easily pay more money. Like a $24 million signing bonus, you get your modest like 2.7, 4 million, 3.8 million the first year, 2.7 million for the other years for your modest yearly salary, and you give them like 16 million of the box office royalties. That's more than what James Gunn makes in Hollywood. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah. I told you, James Gunn would rather work for me than work in Hollywood. For my movie, you have stability. You don't have to worry about the movie flopping, man. The movie can flop artistically, but financially, my movies will all make money, man. I have the keys to the kingdom. All you gotta do is just do your job and you get your check, man. You don't have that pressure of the movie losing money and that kind of stuff. Whereas in Hollywood, you have that pressure of the movie losing money. Because the Hollywood executives and all, they don't have the keys. And they're not special like me. And so movies could potentially break even and lose money. All my movies will be profitable. All my movies will be profitable, yeah. So I'm saying, well, I think Peter Rice is good. Him and maybe Jon Favreau, or him and maybe James Gunn. But James Gunn is with DC. I told you, James Gunn would leave DC in a heartbeat to work for me. Because he knows when I'm king and I do my movies, his DC universe is now the side attention. My movies are the main event. And James Gunn knows he doesn't have to worry about the online hate working for my company. And the news outlets hating on his movie and all that stuff. Because my company's behind the scenes is not a public eye. I didn't sell it to the gates. Yeah. That's the good thing about my company. So John Maega, Yvonne Jody, and all, they don't have to worry about the online hate on their Instagram, their Facebook, their YouTube comments. They don't have to worry about any of that because my company's behind the scenes. Obviously. And even though it's nice being in the public eye, man, having fame behind the scenes is I have more privacy. I don't have to worry about the news outlets annoying me and bothering me and all these critics bothering me about the movie and hating on me. You don't have to worry about any of that. It's all behind the scenes. Which is good, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm telling you right now, man, everyone, once you guys are ready in line with your credit cards and your debit cards, lined up to purchase my book, obviously, you're all going to have that thought, yeah, let's see if Ivan's book is really good. Ivan's been bragging, saying his book is better than Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, all stuff. Let's see how good his book is, man. And you read the book, it's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? You read Young Taki's, holy shit, this is pretty interesting. And you read 20 years later, that's when the story really kicks off. Holy shit, this is a sick book. I'm hooked reading this. This is an amazing book. Holy shit, Ivan is a talented storyteller. Yes, I am. But there's a part of me that's scared some people might hate it, man. I don't like this book. It's a bit raw. It's not as good as Lord of the Rings. Yeah, some people might hate on my book. Yeah, but I don't have to worry about all my hate, man. I install the gates. Thank God. Yeah. 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 So if your presidents will be running your company, yeah. The presidents will be running my company on my behalf. Like me and my wife are the CEOs of Skiv Entertainment, but we're not doing as much work. They're doing more of the dirty work. They're handling all the divisions. The game division, you have to oversee the game division, the merchandise division, and the movie division, as well as the documentary too. But the documentary I'm not selling. I'm releasing it for free on my website. You guys are running all divisions, whereas me and my wife and Peter and all them, we focus on the main things for the movie. I'll be consulting for the game and consulting for the merch. So I'm going to tell Amazon what I want sold for the merch, or what they know. I want hot toys. I want the costumes that the actors wear in the movie, the weapons, the boots they wear in the movie, the L mugs in the movie sold, the posters, paper ones and frame ones. I also want costumes for kids and like plastic weapons, that kind of stuff. And I might sell a Zana's popcorn bucket and a Zana's popcorn drink. For those of you guys who want to eat popcorn when you watch the movie, you can buy the popcorn bucket and you buy your popcorn at the store and you fill the popcorn bucket with your popcorn if you want, and you fill your drink, your cup with a drink. You can do that too to make it interesting. For those of you guys who want to be simple and get popcorn for a movie. Which a lot of people will. A lot of people are going to go to the store though. Hey guys, I'll go to the store, I'll get popcorn. A bunch of popcorn, I'll get like chocolate and candy at the store. And then some people might order pizza, some people might get McDonald's. It just varies on what they get, obviously. I like popcorn, but I prefer to get like pizza or something like that, or like Wendy's for my movie. I'm not really into the popcorn stuff. Yeah. A lot of people will get popcorn too for the movie. Yeah, I'll just buy popcorn and like candy and chocolate, that kind of stuff for the kids and everything. Yeah. So I'm saying. Yeah. But the 7th team have to live in Vancouver. It's mandatory. You have to live in Vancouver. I don't want you being affected by the raids. I don't want you being distracted knowing that you're away from your family. It's not fun being away from your family for a long time, for years. And you need to live in Vancouver with your family, obviously. That way you get your full Canadian money. You don't have to worry about the rates. I don't want the 17 to be affected by the rates. The actors, it's okay. They're contractors. But the 17, they're your main guys. You don't want your 17 to be distracted by being away from their family and they have the rates affecting their paycheck. That's why you have to live in Canada, Vancouver, Canada. That's why I'm paying them a $6 million, $4 million bonus. That way they can put a down payment on their house and buy their cars right away and pay their bills for 2 weeks. And starting 2 weeks, they get their bi-weekly check. Their $1 million money divided over a year. Their $2 million money divided over a year, Sarah. And the presents too. The 2 presidents of my company, of Skiv Entertainment. Sarah. Hi, will you build a park? No, I won't. It's tempting to build like a Zanesville park, but parks are a bit risky. Parks are risky, man. A lot of people probably would go to my parks, but parks, it's risky. Even though I have the keys and the world knows of my park, it's risky parks. I'm not really a park guy. I prefer to stick to the art, just like movies, the game, and the merchandise. That's good enough. Yeah. Sincera? Yeah. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs and get some cake. We'll be back in a sec. Don't hate him, Sam. Scared if you don't want to wait. Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs and get some coffee. I'll be back in a sec. Sorry for the long wait. Skip the video if you want to wait, guys. Alright, guys, I'm back. Yeah, you know our Prime Minister for Canada, Prime Minister Trudeau, he's resigning right now. He resigned from being Prime Minister of Canada. He's been Prime Minister for a good 10 years now. Remember when I made that video about, I talked about going to the election? I casted my vote. Yeah, that was when he just got elected in 2015. He's been Prime Minister for 10 years. He's resigning. Yeah. Because in Canada, the way the political system works, the Prime Minister can be re-elected for as much time as he can. Whereas in the States, you can only be president for 8 years, max, 2 terms. Whereas Canada, you can be Prime Minister for 50 years, 100 years. It never ends. As long as you keep getting elected, you can be Prime Minister for as long as you can be, right? Yeah. But our Prime Minister of Canada is resigning. Right now, he's on TV resigning, announcing his resignment. Announcing that he's resigning from his position, yeah. 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 That's why I don't have to worry about the online hate for Zanus. For my book or for my movie or for my game. I didn't sell the gays, it's all behind the scenes. It's all behind the scenes. That's why those Zane stars are going to beg their asses off for Zanus. But they're not good for the great state of Keanu Reeves. Yeah. They had a blast being part of that movie. But they're not good for the great state of Keanu Reeves. Yeah. 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 Some Sarah? It's minus 16 outside right now. Below 16. That's fucking cold. That's freezing cold, man. Yeah. This is a cold winter in Canada, man. Yesterday was cold. Yesterday was freezing cold. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I have a lot of pressure on my hands, man. Yeah, I hope the world loves my book. You know, I hope most people enjoy my book. Some people might not like it, obviously. Yeah, I was a bit raw in some sections, and I didn't like it as much as Lord of the Rings. That's fine. You're entitled to an opinion, right? But I mean, I read my book. Every time I read it, I read sections of my book. I laugh, and I'm hooked. I'm like, this book is sick. And I'm like, yeah, I think the world will love my book. But there's some readers out there who won't like it, obviously. As everyone is entitled to their own opinion, right? That's how it works. Yeah. So we'll see, right? I think the majority of the world will love my book. The English-speaking world will love my book, obviously. Some Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. I wear a masterpiece. There's a reason why the Gates won't control my book. You know, it's a masterpiece. You know, this is a ticket to wealth and success for Ivan Amaro. No more poor from Ivan. Ivan's now successful and wealthy. They don't want me to be wealthy and successful. That's why they lock the doors on me. I wrote the book. I own the rights to the book. It's my rights, not theirs. I have the keys. I don't have to sell to them. This is my money. It's not yours. That's what I'm going to tell them. I have the keys to the kingdom. I have to sell to you. Why would I sell to you? I can open the door myself. Right? It doesn't make any sense, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna be sincere. Like, seriously, how greedy can you guys be? You told me you control all the money in the world. You make your trillions around the world. I don't know, you're 10 trillion, 15 trillion every year around the world. Why are you making such a big deal over me making, I don't know, 14 million on my book? Why are you being so greedy? They get angry and they start getting angry. Yeah, because we're the Gates, Ivan. We don't want anyone controlling their own money. We deserve to control everything in the world. Yes, you do deserve to control everything in the world, but you don't deserve to control my money. Because you're not God. You didn't create this universe. I did. I deserve to control my money. And why Ivan's giving the Gates a piece of their own medicine. Yeah. Ivan's wrong to steal. I'm like, yeah, and if I sell out, you're also stealing from me too. You're being a hypocrite, man. So it's okay for you to steal my money, but it's not okay for me to steal your money, supposedly. You're being a hypocrite. Yeah. You know, Ivan knows his shit, man. He's not going to let us do it. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, man. You say it's wrong to steal, and when I sell it, you're stealing from me. You're stealing all my money, give me peanuts, man. When the world, the world, is the world buying the movie because of me, or they're buying because of you? Oh, because of you, Ivan, and my keys, which means that money belongs to me, it doesn't belong to you. And you're also stealing from me, you're being a hypocrite. Yeah, that's what I'm going to tell them. They start getting angry and pissed off because they know what I'm saying is true. Yeah, if Ivan sells out, we're stealing his money. Yeah, you're stealing my money, man. You know I'm stupid? I'm not going to do like that, man. I'm not going to do like that, yeah. Don't hate me, I'm saying, yeah. Yeah. 12:30, guys. Tomorrow I work at Dinty's. Oh, I work Wednesday at Dinty's too. And I get Thursday off. And I work Friday, go 40. Sunday, go 40. Yeah. 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 That's why my wife is so proud of me, man. Doesn't mean you live this amazing life. That's why she's proud of me, yeah. Yeah. She got duped by the Gates. She's fucking stupid, man. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I might call this video "The Good Thing About Skiv SOURCE Being Behind the Scenes." I called that this video. The majority of the video I talked about that, right? Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, guys, it was really, I talked for an hour and like 90 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. I'm gonna upload this video, take a shower. I'm gonna enjoy the show with you guys. Get my brain smokes. I'm signing out. Peace, guys. Hope you guys know this show I made for you. Bye, guys.